EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live first-round coverage of the International Challenge. Frank, through the years, there have been some great winners at the Open Championship played at Royal Troon.
Well, just in recent history, remember Mark Kalkovecchia in the playoff with Wayne Grady and Greg Norman. There was also Todd Hamilton when he beat Ernie Els in the four-hole playoff. And back in 1996, Justin Leonard was to win his Open Championship.
Tom Watson also won an Open Championship here. Tom Weiskopf, his only major, that was 1973. The great Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke, they all won at Royal Troon.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
Frank, you always talk about it. Don't compound the mistakes. Well, here we are, another shot from the rough.
And this one no easier than the one he's just hit. This has no chance of finding the fairway. This is turning left.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Good strike right there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th. These putts keep the round together. So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Resuming the action here at EA Sports, let's go out to the 7th hole and pick up with our featured golfer. Certainly a lot of golf left to play in this championship, but what does our featured golfer need to do to turn it around?
It's back to the basics, Rich. Find fairways, find greens, give yourself opportunities. There's plenty of birdies out there, but you've got to give yourself chances.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left, and he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Just a couple of feet. 1 over for the day. All right, Frank, as we arrive at the par 3 8th, the only thing I can think of is if a 71-year-old guy can make an ace here, well then, so can our gamers.
Well, they certainly can. At 123 yards, well, you think it'd be, why shouldn't it be called the postage stamp? Go with too much club, it's one you'll airmail. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Getting set now over the putt. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Frank, how does the front nine finish up with this par 4?
Well, the par 4 ninth is called the Monk. It's not overly long, 423 yards, dogleg to the right. Just one bunker down the left to be avoided. Oh, that's off the beaten track. You got 5 minutes to find it.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. That one ends up in the rough.
Oh, that went sideways.
Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could compound very, very quickly. So now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
Frank, that was a pretty tough lie out of the rough there.
Yeah, it made that actually a little easier than what it really is. It would have been too easy to try and bite off more than you can chew. So I got to give him a pat on the back for that.
Back in the fairway. Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Now he has this for double bogey. So, with that, 3 over par now for the round. Well, Frank, Royal Troon Golf Club did not disappoint today.
No, it certainly didn't. The old bounce and roll game, it's a game for everyone. You never really perfect it. You just learn it and you get better at it.
And with that, we bid you farewell from the shores of Scotland for EA Sports. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, and we'll see you next time. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the International Challenge. All right, Frank, how about the 6th hole, long par 5?
Yeah, 3 bunkers off the tee. Avoid those. But if you hit a good one, certainly reachable.
Frank, this one is right and is wrong. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You're going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there. This is way left going left.
And that one's going to be in the rough, it looks like. So this is the 3rd shot to the par 5. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. All right, now another shot from the rough.
Yeah, this time better be better than the one we just saw.
Well, he's on the green, but still plenty of work left. About a 25-footer coming up. Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Something about this hole, it has not been kind. Bogey yesterday and staring at another one today. That's a bogey. Moving inland now, Frank, the par 4 7th hole. Do you even think about carrying those bunkers on the right?
Not really, Rich. You're trying to work that ball off the left side, because if you get caught up on the hills there on the right, then all of a sudden you can start making 5s, 6s, and all sorts of weird and wonderful numbers.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. You love to watch him disappear, don't you? And this is where Gene Sarazen, the squire at the age of 71, in his farewell appearance at the Open, that was back in 1973, made an ace. How about that?
Amazing. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options, and you don't have to hit the ball first. Oh, that bunker's, is it getting more sand in it, or is he just sinking?
Set from the bunker. This is 5th shot.
Just a short bunker shot. So open your feet up, open the club face up, little splash out.
Frank, the 9th hole, 423 yards, not especially long by today's standards. You looking to make birdie here, or you happy to make a par and move on to the back 9?
Well, there's certainly a chance for birdie. One of the hardest things about the 9th is the raised green. And it's sort of, there's 2 tiers here, just the top level. If that pin is on the top level, then you would certainly walk away with 4 very happily.
Setting up for an approach shot here. Wow, really off the mark. Missed the green here.
Well, it's going to take a good one here, considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. Solid play, heart of the green. In for par. 9 holes in the books here at Royal Troon. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, who played the Open Championship on 2 occasions, once alongside Tiger Woods. And we're getting set for the back 9 action. Frank, 10th hole, what's it look like?
Well, from the championship tees, it's actually a blind tee shot and a dogleg to the left, where you're actually hitting your tee shot over the sandhills. Not a single bunker on the 10.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Wow, way to the right here.
And there's rough over there.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah, if you try again.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Starting the back 9 on a sour note here with a drop shot, bogey at the 10th. Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
Just a couple of feet. Frank, how do you explain what we saw here?
It's a mess. It's probably the easiest way to put it. This case of anything that could go wrong. Not just probably, it did. Off the flight path again.
Frankie's managed to hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. You know, the fairways aren't that narrow today.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left. And he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. That's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. Pretty good shot right there. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. So that is the end of the second round, and unfortunately, the end of the tournament for our featured player, missing the cut.
Well, they certainly didn't hit the magic number here for the tournament. Fell below the cut line, and they just couldn't make it back. There's always next week.